Hello one and all, welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Space Marine. When we last left off, we had just got Leandros back. Who's a little trigger happy right now. Let's move on.
Make for the defense cannon, Captain.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
Because they're guard and they're like cockroaches. Coming up is another one of my favorite fluffy moments about this game.
Keep firing!
Guard. Not this part specifically, but coming up soon, and I'll tell you when we get there.
Kill everything in that bunker!
You're orcs, you kill everything in general, and even yourselves when there's nothing else to kill. As long as you've got something to kill, you guys are fine. See, I'm already looking at all the damage I could cause to this map right now if I could actually jump. Like I said, I don't blame the game for that. It's just trying to make it easy. Although it is surprising these orcs are taking so many bolter rounds. That's a little inaccurate. But I'm also very inaccurate, which is also fluff inaccurate. Space Marines are not inaccurate. I'm inaccurate. That's my personal problem. Hello, Guardsmen. Try not to shoot you. Although if I do, it doesn't matter because your lives are meaningless anyways. They've got a heavy bolter set up. I know a lot about this universe, okay? And somehow they have bolter rounds. Oh, for the heavy bolter.
You have saved us.
Rise, Guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonos, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Now we are at the part that I really like.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1 million orcs. And they fight on.
Only in death is duty.
Get off! My legs.
In the fluff, and again, there's going to be a lot of pausing in the fluff conversations here. In the fluff, Space Marines are akin to gods, to Guardsmen, because they're almost mythical. Very rarely do Guardsmen actually get to encounter Space Marines. It's actually
Captain, I'm in position
very
at
rare.
the broken monument near the guard lines.
One of the things you have to remember about the tabletop version is essentially every game you play in the tabletop version is considered like a significantly above average battle. There he is.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
Never underestimate an orc's intelligence.
Jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
New weapon.
Scan complete.
Chainsword.
Weapons authorization confirmed.
I can't even read. Hell's Teeth Chainsword is a close combo weapon of choice among Space Marines, combining terrified power and great speed. This is true. It is the default. Let's test it out. And it is also one of the strangest points in the tabletop game as well, because A chainsword is designed to chew through Space Marine armor and still has no AP value to it. Why? Because it wouldn't make sense in the actual game, but in terms of the fluff, it makes no sense. But that's a problem with the tabletop, not a problem with this. Shoot these shooter boys here. I believe I was not an orc player when I played through this game the first time, so I was less familiar with the various specific types of orcs. I was familiar with some of their fluff, which I like the funny parts of the orcs. Most people are familiar with that if you know anything about 40k, because everybody likes comedy. There's a part coming up that I really like. It's been so long since I played this game. We're probably going to run into a couple of dead ends here and there, because there's going to be areas where the only point to go into them was a servo scout that I've already gotten. Get the ammo. You can run and then charge. The part where they stomp on the ground, like they shake the ground when they move, that's accurate. Space Marine armor is heavy, it just doesn't slow down movement. Introducing a new enemy. Classic style. Show it off first and then let you deal with it. There's the Vox casters going off. It's a bad thing, those ones. Well, we can also use them for our own advantage. Again, no run herds around here. It's a lot of brave grots to not have a run herd. Grenades! Go through. You might think it tactically unsound to hang near the explosives like they do, but the orcs probably find it more interesting. Whoop, wrong button. Just keeping an eye on the time here. See what I mean? You can quickly get overwhelmed in this game. I'm so used to mouse click 2 to aim. It's mouse 3 in this one. At least with the way I have the control set up. I can see why melee is mouse 2. Melee is very important in this game.
Dropship incoming!
I am almost out of ammo. You know, now that I think about it, I didn't want to say anything, but now I'm actually finding lore inaccuracies all over the place. Did you know Space Marines carry enough ammo to shoot their bolter continuously for 300 years without having to get more? I'm not kidding. I might... Whoop. That was a grenade. I might actually have that slightly wrong. I don't remember if it was 300 or 30. But it's at least 30 years continuously without having to reload. Knob. Actually hit me there. Might die here. I gotta get out of this guy's shadow. Is there any bolter ammo lying around?
We thought we were done for. Where is your commander, Guardsmen?
Inside, but the door's sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
Remember what I was talking about earlier, how they basically see us as, holy crap, it's the legendary mythical Space Marines? This is the part of the game that really emphasizes that.
Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Damn Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 years ago.
You notice how all the ones who can stand up do.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor.
Pausing.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
Unpausing.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
Purity seal. That unlocked the Fury mode, which I need to rebind. Every time you damage an enemy, use it. All close combat attacks are enhanced and you regain health. Basically, it's Berserk mode. It's
What do you know
neat.
of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Let's get going. I've got more ammo, which is good. We'll make sure to use it promptly. We will soon be out of minutes. Just gotta watch the time. Basilisks!
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
That's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. No ammo handing up here for me. Guardsmen just doing what they can. The Guard actually do employ both men and women in the army. Having her there is not an inaccuracy. Space Marines, however, do not have any females. The closest you get to a female Space Marine is the Adeptus Sororitas, who do wear modified power armor, but they are not technically Adeptus Astartes. They're missing many of the genetic modifications that make them actual Space Marines. I need to do that. Bam! At many points, if combat becomes too difficult, it is easy to simply just stun lock people to death like that. I'm going to have to make use of that coming up soon. I need health. Ammo, grenades, yes, 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 please. Never enough bolter, I'm gonna go around, it feels like. Is my squad coming up behind me, or are they just chugging along slowly? They're coming, they're bringing Mira with them. Brave soldier. Oh, bloody. Gotta remember how to do that right. The reason there are no female Space Marines is because, admit it or not, rather like it or not, albeit very slightly, men are slightly more adapted for war than a female is because of our additional testosterone levels. And in the world of 40k, when Space Marines are supposed to be the best of the best of the best that humanity has to offer, it's an all-male show. In the real world, those levels of testosterone mean basically nothing, and I have absolutely no quarrels with females in the army. And I just said females in the weirdest possible way there. The females! No. I have no problem with it. But in the fictional universe of 40k, it's their reason for it. I'm sure I did not do a good job explaining that without sounding like a horrible human being there, but you get the gist. I like 40k, okay? Jeez. And my chapter does get represented in this game with 2 dudes at the very, very end. And it's also a big lore pickup, but we spoke earlier of the one thing that I didn't want to talk about that really makes me upset with this game.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here.
We'll get there when we get there.
Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control.
I'm saving the Fury for
Now
the
none of
next
our
knob.
ships can get past the gun.
We're a really poor captain. We don't have half the things a proper captain should have, but you can still just say, it's a game, you need to slowly introduce new stuff. Actually, I could actually solve it in lore now. Actually, I could simply say it's the captain has chosen to bring simply a bow pistol and a chainsword because it'll be more fun. That's actually not completely out of line for a Space Marine. New thing! Can I pick that back up? No, I can't. It's gone. Hello. Aw. Who did that? Which one of you did that? Son, it's against the chapter start. It's against the codex, I should say. It's against the codex to dance. Stop dancing.
Weapons authorization confirmed.
Stalker bolter.
Access granted.
Laser target a hierarchy shelves to fell enemies from great distance. Basically, it's a Space Marine. I was almost going to say sniper rifle, but that's not technically true. They do have sniper rifles for scouts. It's like a semi-sniper rifle. It's got a big scope on
That's
it.
where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
Which is a problem for guard.
This long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
The way guard fight is with sheer numbers.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
29, 30, 30.
Albeit, hopefully not true. One of the jokes that guardsmen have amongst themselves is typically they will beat giant tyranny monstrous creatures by simply overfeeding it to death with their men. Go away. Let's try out that stalker bolter, shall we?
Orcs on the high ground.
Might as well get some use out of it. As you can see, this game is very good at the traditional give new weapon, make you use new weapon, introduce new enemy, make you fight new enemy. Classic stuff. Alright, we are at the 19-minute mark, so at this point I'm going to be waiting for the next save. Might end it a little early, might end it a little late. We're going to find out. Where do I go? I can't jump up there. This way. Must be this way. Must be. Well, there we are. I'm actually going to end it there then. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos signing off from a save. Catch you guys later. I like this game. There's just one part of it that I really don't like. And we'll get there. Oh, we'll get there.